Hey everyone, it's Joy here for Reverse Confetti. Today I created a really colorful B-Day birthday card and it turned out so super cute. So I am using the large rainbow circle confetti cuts. I have die cut that from white cardstock, and we're going to ink blend in rainbow order. I'm using Simon Says Stamp Positively Saturated inks, and this first color is Cherry. I'm also using Waffle Flowers Mini Stencil Matte and the small blender brushes from Simon Says Stamp. I really like the small ones because I feel like I have more control when I'm inking. So I'm just gonna clean up between each color, obviously, because I don't want to contaminate. But what you'll notice is on the sides of each piece to this rainbow, I'm gonna go a little bit darker. I like to have shading when I'm ink blending, so I like to have darker areas and lighter areas. So I want the center of the rainbow going down all of the colors just to be a bit lighter in color. That second color was Mandarin. This is yellow color Citrine, and I'm using the darker inks out of all of these color combinations. Now, this large rainbow circle confetti cut is really, really awesome because you can make a lot of different projects with this, a lot of different ideas, whatever your color combinations are. You can use an embossing folder to add some texture to these. You could stencil these backgrounds. You could use fun different patterned papers or different colored cardstocks. Anything like that would really make this rainbow die cut work. But I opted for ink blending because I really do like to ink blend things like that, mainly because I want to have some darker and lighter areas. So that the green color was Field, that was Royal, and this is the final color. This is Iris. And I'm just going to finish ink blending this one. Then there's one more tiny piece that goes at the bottom. So I'm just going to start over with that red cherry ink one more time. So I'm just going to ink blend that little guy, but I'm going to do exactly the same thing, a little bit darker on the edges and then softer in the center. Now I wanted an interesting background for this card and I did not want to do ink blending for the background. So I'm using an embossing folder from my stash. I'm going to lightly spray my A2 size piece of white cardstock, just lightly mist it. I did that on both sides. This helps you to get a really good impression with your embossing folder, but if you don't do it, I mean, it's not like one of those steps that's a must. You will still get a fantastic embossed image, but I'm just using that. Again, that's from my stash. So now I've die cut a piece of a circle from white cardstock, smaller than what this is going to be, and I added a bunch of adhesive to the front of that, and I just want to be able to adhere these rainbow pieces in order. So again, this circle die is just from my stash. It does not come with the large rainbow circle confetti cut. So I'm going to adhere my pieces there, and then I have one more piece, so I just decided to add some purple tape that I had on my desk to adhere this next piece right on top, and it totally worked. So once I got that together, look at how cute that rainbow is. It is so bright and colorful. I love how it turned out. Now I have stamped these cute little bees from the Birthday Buddies stamp set. It's one bee image. I have stamped that 3 times. I apologize for not being zoomed in any closer, but I'm using some Copic markers in greens, or excuse me, in yellows and grays to make him, obviously, his little yellow and black body. And then I decided to bring in BG 10 and 11 to add a little bit of blue to his wings. I'm going to color all 3 of these the same. I'm actually going to make 2 of these bees little girls and 1 bee is going to be a boy. I'm using R20 for the cheeks to give them a little bit of rosy cheeks. It's really, really light. But here's for the wings. Here's that BG I was talking about. And then I have this micro black pen that I'm going to add the eyelashes to 2 of these cute little bees. So that's what I'm going to do here, some little eyelashes. And we're going to add some more details to these bees in just a little bit. So definitely hang around for that. I'm going to use the coordinating die to die cut out all my cute bees. And then we can start getting this card put together. I am going to stamp the sentiment. I apologize, I am a little more zoomed in for this, but I'm stamping the sentiments from the Birthday Buddies Banter. There's two sentiments. This first one says, wishing you a happy bee day, which I think is so cute. And then the next one says, you're one in a bazillion, which is so cute. I love these sentiments. So I'm using my Misty. I stamped it with black ink, and then I just flipped the cardstock around to stamp my next sentiment, which you can't see here because I am too zoomed in, and I apologize. So I trimmed those out. I added foam tape behind our rainbow. I'm going to center that in our card panel that we did the embossing on. And then I'm going to add foam tape behind the sentiments, and we're going to put that right directly on top of our rainbow. We're going to cover up part of the rainbow, but it is so cute. I did line up that bottom sentiment with the right side of my card, and then I just centered that other sentiment right above it. But then I decided I need to lower this a little bit so all my cute little bees will fit. So I will add foam tape behind the bees as well. Two of the bees will be directly on the rainbow, and then the bee at the top will be halfway on and halfway off. I really like the white background, but I like that it's textured with that embossing folder because it adds some more interest. But like I said before, you could absolutely ink blend the background like in a soft blue or something like that. Would be really, really pretty. Or even put this on a light gray cardstock. That would also be pretty. So there's lots of different ways to make a card like this. Okay. All of our bees are in their little tiny spots, and now let's do some details. I'm going to bring in a product called Bee Shimmery. It's a shimmery watercolor, and I want to add that to all of the bees' wings and to their cute little antenna. So I'm just squeeze a little bit of that on my work surface, on my glass mat, and I'm just using a small paintbrush to dip in there and then just color in the parts of my bees that I want it to be shimmery. So then I'm going to use a black glaze pen for the eyes. This makes them nice and shiny, but you do need to give it a minute or so to dry before you do anything else with it. It can smudge, so be careful. Once it's dry, I will use a white gel pen. I'm going to use that for some little dots on their cheeks, some little highlight marks on their bodies, and then I will add some more detail to their eyes so they look super, super cute. So I'm going to add a couple little dots to each of the eyes. And I love how these turned out. This will be adhered to a white A2 size card base. And then look at the shimmer on the wings, and look at those cute little bees, and then that wonderful rainbow in the background. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by and watching. I hope that you enjoyed this project. All the products I used are listed and linked below for you. Bye.